welcome to Ephemera Files by Tommy. And it's been a hot minute. I hurt my back and this is actually the first time I've been able to get into the studio to do anything. I've actually been dragging a few things into the living room so that I could sit on the couch and lean forward to work because standing hurts. Basically everything hurts. And I have to decorate my house for Christmas because we have a company Christmas party on December 9th. So it's not been easy. Not been an easy couple of weeks. But here I am, and I just wanted to show you something that I like to do. I don't know that it's new. I'm sure somebody else has done it before. But I'm going to use some Distress Oxides. You could probably use Distress Inks as well. You also need one that is permanent. This is a palette, Nor Black Hybrid Ink Pad. And then I've got some rubber stamps here, and I've got my mister. And what I'm going to do, I just want to make some watercolor stamping. And it's not real watercoloring. It's really it's really just faux watercolor, I guess. Straighten this card out a little bit. It's got a bit of a curve to it. Now it's curving the other way. There we go. All right. So what I want to do first is I am going to set this one to the side so I don't grab it by accident. I am going to figure out where I want my stamp to be. And on this one, I think I'm just going to go right there and make it a simple banner across the top. And I am going to do my best to just ink the leaves. Let's see, first I should probably ink the flower. And I'm just going to very carefully, and I'm doing the flower first because I can cover up anything that I get on the leaves. We'll cover up with the green. It's going to be much easier with this particular stamp to get that flower inked. Let's see, and that was dried marigold. And then I've got some scattered straw here as well. I'm just going to kind of dab that in the middle, just using a corner. And then I'm going to take peeled paint and get those leaves. And if you work from the center out, it's much easier than if you do the leaves first and then try to work your way into the flowers. And this doesn't have to be a perfect imprint. All right, so that is all inked up. Now I'm going to kind of huff on it, I guess is the term. You're just going to kind of get it really close to your mouth and breathe deep out so that you've got some of the moisture from your lungs coming out and hitting the rubber stamp. Kind of like when you were a kid and you wanted to fog up the window so you could write your name in the mist, or not the mist, but the cloud that formed on the window. Yeah, that's very pretty. I like that. But what I'm going to do now to make it kind of a watercolory thing, I've got this mister, and I'm going to go over to the side, and I'm just going to mist this, and I'm actually going to mist it quite a bit. You see how everything is all droplets now. And then I'm going to line it up, kind of. It doesn't have to be perfect, because you're not going to be able to see through this block. And there it looks like a watercolor print. Now you can see that my green is running in to my flower, so I'm just going to get a paper towel and blot some of that up so that the green will quit running into the flower. And I'm going to dry this real quick. And now I am going to mist the paper itself where the stamping is to get it to kind of wash out. And again, if any of it runs into my flower where I don't want it, I'll just dab it up. This is really curling my paper. I'm going to give that a second for all those colors to run around and do their thing, whatever their little heart desires. And while I'm waiting for that, since I still have this on here, I'm just going to stamp it off on this one. And let all that ink not get wasted, because I still have another step. Now that that's kind of calmed down, I'm going to dry it again. All right, it's a little crinkly now, so I know that I'm going to have to iron it or put it into a book or do something to flatten it out. That is what I got when I put the stamp on the other paper, and I like that too. I think that's very pretty. But I've got one more step that I want to do for this, and so you saw me drying off this stamp, oh my goodness. And I am going to cover this whole thing with the black ink. And I'm going to line it up the best I can. But it doesn't have to be perfect. But I'd like for it to be close. And there is just another way to do a watercolor image. I like it. I may come back in with my dried marigold and a brush and kind of hit that flower a little bit more. But I like the way that the ink ran, and it looks like shadows. The green that was the original stamp looks like a shadow behind the black ink. I don't know. I like it. It doesn't hurt to play around. You never know when you may find something that you do like a lot. So there you go. And it's pretty simple. You need ink, you need stamps, and you need a mister. That's it. You don't have to have the heat dryer. You can just let it dry naturally. I like it. What do you think? Thank you for joining me today. And as always, be kind. Bye.